Okay, so something else you want to talk about, exercise, heavy activity, things like that. Now you've got all this extra hair you're not used to having. I understand. When you go to the gym, you're going to want to braid it, that kind of thing. You don't want to be piling your hair up on top of your head any more than you have to. Braid, ponies, things like that. But here's the thing. If you are the type that sweats a lot when you work out, I am not. I do not work out that hard. But if you are someone where you feel like your scalp gets wet, your head's wet, then you need to wash and dry that hair after you work out. At the very least, rinse it and dry it. And here's why. The salt from the sweat is going to cause issues with your bonds, okay? Again, bacteria, all kinds of issues can happen. And you just want to make sure that you're not leaving that hair moist and sweaty and gross for very long. You want to keep it rinsed, get it dry, that kind of thing. If you don't sweat too much, you're probably okay. If you swim, again, get that chlorine rinsed out of that hair. Again, it's highly processed hair. The chlorine is not doing it any good. You want to make sure that you're getting it rinsed and you're getting it dried, especially at the bonds. The bonds do not like to be wet, okay, for long periods of time and sitting in moisture. If you're swimming, I suggest braids. If you can fit it into a cap, that's even better because then the hair is not getting, moved around and stuff through the swimming. But that's depending on how much hair you have and how long it is, a cap might just not be something you can do. But a braid definitely, and then make sure it's rinsed and dried afterwards. There is some truth to the fact that if you're going to go in a chlorine pool or salt water or something like that, if you drench your hair with fresh water prior, it will help keep the salt and the chlorine a little bit, out, but it depends on how much time you spend in the chlorine and the salt water. But salt water and chlorine is not good for your extensions and you want to get it out. Maybe use a swimmer shampoo or a clarifying shampoo afterwards as well, and keep those bonds dry. Don't be sitting around in wet hair for hours and hours and hours on end. Or, if you're on vacation, it might happen or something, but not on a regular basis, definitely if you're a swimmer. Okay.